Well, for me, that's one guy you need to watch out for. The world is still waiting for Che Mensa to come all through. Beautiful rendition. So you can see Defe has gone through like 3 stages. The woman herself, then the Defe Team Eternity. Now it has landed to something Che Mensa will do any day and do it beautifully wherever you are, bro. Thank God for your life and keep doing what you do as always. We love you so much. Welcome to News Review. We get to share with you from our POV what we think about these stories. You also can do same by dropping your comments, your thoughts, your submissions, your questions on our socials. We're streaming live on My Dominion TV. And so let us know what you think about the stories, whether or not these actions, whatever it is that we're going to be discussing, sits well with you. Let's get to know. Reverend Saviour Demordzie is a clinical engineer and is also an assistant pastor with the Action Chapel International, Teshi. He joins us for a conversation on News Review. Thank you very much for your time, sir. We're grateful. Also is Pastor Bernard Addy, or Pastor Buddy. He is a forensic scientist and also one of the leaders of Next Gen here at Action Chapel International. Also joins us. Good morning and thank you very much.
Good morning. Uncle, the movie star.
What is the... I knew you were on about something. When you started that, I was looking...
You're looking like you're going for a premiere, you're going to the Oscars, I don't know.
You have something up your sleeves.
I mean...
I knew. Once you started this whole thing, I knew you had gone to...
Why are you afraid?
Of what exactly?
I don't know why you're so petrified this morning.
I said, once you have, you start doing those things. I know, pa. Anyways, we'll start off with the very first story, shall we? And that one has to do with, I have had my thoughts, and so I might not say anything. The mayor of Kumasi, Richard Ofori, Jiman Bodi, has defended his controversial remarks about using corporal punishment against traders who flout the city's pavement trading ban. The mayor had earlier announced a 2-week decongestion exercise beginning Wednesday, April 16, 2025, targeting traders operating on pavements in unauthorized spaces within Kumasi's central business district. He had a lot to say, but let me just put it in context, and I love where he is. I don't believe in using the police for decongestion because I'll spend so much on them. After that, we'll get back to the status quo.
Yeah.
Those on the middle of the road, some of them are cooking, selling all manner of food. It's not attractive. I want to deal with it head on. Kumasi is engulfed with so much filth.
Which is surprising. I
want to deal with it head on. We won't get to that point. Let's focus on to be the end product. He refused to mention if his decision was sanctioned by President John Dramani Mahama. I'm not too sure. This is from City Newsroom. I don't know whether Omar Sanda was here.
Yeah, it was on Eyewitness yesterday.
I don't know whether the question was, did you seek permission from
the president? Yeah, he said the president had sanctioned it, and he said...
Did he need...
no, he doesn't.
Okay, let me start off. I'm not sure. I respect my senior, but I'm not sure that I would ask such a question. I don't know if I've asked such whether the president sanctioned you as a mayor to take these actions, and I'm not sure. Please go ahead, Rev.
The story is a very interesting one. You know, there are laws that govern every decision and things we do in this country. And no one is permitted to take the law into their own hands.
Yeah.
The mayor, what he said is very interesting. You know, the actions he want to take are very proactive actions just to eradicate filth in the community. But for him saying that he's going to flood traders, that is where I really think that he went overboard.
You don't think they should be flogged?
I don't know, but I don't think whether you've witnessed this before.
Oh,
I have personally witnessed this incident at Accra.
Okay.
That you see this abahi, they call them abahi.
Yeah.
They were having this flogging traders. And that the first time I witnessed it, in fact, I was really angry because it's very sad because it was around 5 o'clock and you see these traders who wake up very early to come and do their trade and mothers. And you see these young guys holding cane, flat, I mean, it was
Flogging them.
a very sad incident.
Is it not also the case?
Even though I was not really happy with what happened, but after the incidents, I think around 4 or 5 days, the same people came back and were taking some money from the people to allow them to do whatever they were doing. And these are things that have happened before. And for you saying that you are going to release people to lash people as a way of taking them out of wherever they are, I think it's not the best. There should be a more proactive approach to this.
Like
what? Exactly. Like what?
Like what? Somebody relax, la. We're asking Rev. Let's know as it will be as though it's 2v2 against one. That's why let me do it so that it's right
to be fair to the mayor, I think there is a problem at hand in Kumasi.
Right.
One, the space area. I don't know whether there is an allocated place that is really equipped for the traders to trade.
Okay.
So it's a problem. You see that some of them, you go to the market where they are, is not very good. And the space and other things are not good. That is why you see people flooding to the street to do whatever it is, which is not accepted. You see, so he should think a way out of the box than saying that, are you going there every day to be flooding people?
But you're even lucky that he announced it.
Allah Rev.
To me,
lucky that the guy announced
you should find a way. You see, there is a problem at hand. People are comfortable doing whatever they are on the street. It's not just the traders. I think that even people that even go on the street to do their business should be cautioned. Because if there is massive education, we are all aware of the issues, the problem that happened as a result of traders.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the recent incidents. A car just driving into the market. It's a very sad issue that we should all not entertain. Even now, if you go to just Accra, where the fire services, you will not, it has become one way.
Exactly.
The traders have taken over the road.
Yeah.
You will spend over an hour just to drive from the roundabout there too.
Yes.
And it's a very sad
Quick
thing.
question. That instance that you speak about, that you want to say that the Information Service Department must go there with a van.
Yeah.
Or we must run adverts on television to tell them to leave the place. Is that what it is?
No, apart from the information, I think the law must be enforced.
Right.
Absolutely.
How?
People...
How do you want it to be enforced?
No, you see, the question is that...
Don't mind Pastor Badi. He's coming from a military background. He has a military background.
Apart from the enforcement of the law, you see, when people are doing something that is wrong, and the police, you see, the police are supposed to enforce peace and...
He said he won't use police.
And
because the thing, he will go back.
The fact that you said you not even use the police is wrong.
Oh, why?
You can't just assign people to go to the market with canes and start lashing people.
But
no.
If you are doing...
And the funny thing is that the sad incident that the victims will be women.
You see...
The victims will be mothers.
Albert Einstein said...
Because if you go and you flash a young guy with a cane, if you're not careful, it will turn to something else.
Okay.
But if it is mothers that are going to be victims of this, it should be looked at it critically.
The mothers should leave the roadside. That's what we are saying. You see, you don't need anybody to come and tell you that where you are sitting, you're not supposed to sit there. You are on a pavement, a pedestrian pavement, and you are selling rice on a pedestrian pavement. And you see, the problem is not just those who sell, it's also those who buy.
Yeah.
Because they know the buyers will come, they'll come in. And you raise a fair point. Is there a place they are going to be taken to? If you say they should leave this place, where should they go?
Yeah.
Because, but then again, the counter to that will be that, okay, there's no land to run a torture yard or a transport yard. Does it mean I can just go anywhere and park my car and say, because there's a need for people to pay cars, I'm turning this place? It can't be. It can be. Yes.
They've started. There's a station just right close to the place. just here.
So you see, if you don't nip it in the bud, it becomes a strong thing. And sometimes people make this argument and say, oh, but we've been here for years. We've been here. Some encroachers and some, the squatters have claimed lands simply on the basis that they've been there for years. And sometimes it's a legal argument. If you've been there for a number of years, you say the land belongs to you. You haven't developed the land, you've not done anything. Somebody else has come, has been there for like 15 years, 20 years, and has started developing. You come and say, the land belongs to you. Nobody will mind you. Because how do you neglect this? So if we let this thing continue to a point where the people begin to feel entitled to be there, the flogging matter, I don't see any way around it too. I said the people, they are even lucky that he's telling you beforehand that he's coming with kid.
Those were my points earlier in the morning.
The guy has even informed you, you are aware that he's coming and he's coming with kid. So you are there and you are watching with one eye to see if he's coming. The better thing to do is you don't announce. These things you don't say it. You go with the kid straight.
I think that when we go out there to queue and vote, exercise your franchise, it is important to understand that if the idea now in Ghana is to say reset, which people went overwhelmingly and voted for this agenda, it is not just for
economic
and or to say the people who stole our monies must go to jail.
Right.
It must affect all of us. So from the top to the bottom, and indiscipline is at the heart of our agenda. On the road, how people drive, the cars they drive, the fact that they are not roadworthy. Go to circle. Look, that one annoys me to the core.
You'll be smoked. You'll be smoked. You'll be carbon monoxide.
Everywhere. And it is the case of course, what Reverend chose to do this morning. Mothers, women
and children.
No, he didn't even mention children. He used mothers on us. But mothers who must discipline us are the ones who are perpetrating this indiscipline. So the idea is, I like it, what I said in the morning as well, create a space for them, move them. If they say they will not go, whatever. Then I like the other one to which you said, don't flog them, come back and take tolls from them. Because then you are legitimizing the act and all of that. Anyways.
Goku,
yes,
Gabetansan said, the quintessential definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
That's right.
We cannot keep using certain means that we've been using before. And the rains are coming.
That's right. That's right.
The rains are coming. We will now see the reason flogging is not so much of a big deal. Because of a few people who are, and when they come and sell on the pavement, they leave filth.
No, not even that. Did you ask yourself where they go to their place of convenience?
Right. The whole day, they spend the whole day there.
Don't talk about that.
You see? Okay.
It's very sad.
Yes. So once you pitch camp there, some people even live on the streets now.
Yes.
They live there. So everything, why is the odor the way the odor is? Because you go and dredge and they go back. You dredge, they go back. People are living there. You sack them to go to their village. You say, government, we voted for you only for you to come. What is this blackmail? I'm sure people are reeling. They are angry in their houses by now. But drop your comments. I'd love to hear them. Let's go to the next story. There's something happening in Nigeria. Bright Mensa Bongsu, the man at the center of a controversial sale of a diplomatic property belonging to Ghana's High Commission in Nigeria, has been arrested by Ghanaian security authorities. Mensa Bongsu, reportedly a special aide to the late Alhaji Rashid Bawa, Ghana's former High Commissioner to Nigeria, and the Akufo-Addo administration, is alleged to have received $1.5 million in cash.
Can you imagine?
People, in cash. And signed documents to sell the property. The arrest comes amid growing scrutiny over the transaction, which has sparked public outcry and calls for accountability. The understanding is that the money was never...
It was a first installment.
Yes, and never deposited into any official government account.
Because no diplomatic building is for sale.
That's the point. That's the
diplomatic buildings for sale. So how will it be deposited into any account? The thing is not for sale. So the guy was doing a shady deal behind to get the $3 million. That was supposed to be the first installment. And then, according to Kujato Ablakwa, the election happened. Because this happened, the guy is under the previous administration. So once power has changed hands, he will not have the same power anymore. He will not be there. And it has thwarted the rest of the plans. So the rest of the money, he said he's promising those who paid that he will get their money back. Mr. Oral, he said he will get the money back and give it back to them.
No, but the point is that he has to get it to the last penny. Look, the documents reveal, and this is to Rev, that that particular property And as we know, most of these high commissioners are prime areas here in Ghana. So you can know this one is located
beachfront.
Lagos beachfront.
Yes.
Diplomatic property. And he sold it at $5.3 million.
Oh, it's 5.3.
Yes.
I thought
So
it
the
was
first
7.3.
tranche. No, even this is too
small.
Yeah, too. Beachfront, Lagos.
It's interesting, you know, how people can abuse power.
Yeah.
It's
Brazenly.
expose some level of wickedness and greed.
It's wickedness. That's the word for it.
It's in the heart of certain individuals. Because how can you just imagine to take a property that belongs to the state? You're able to maneuver. I just can't understand how people can just be that greedy. But we are excited at least. They have been brought to book the police. I think Okudjekto is doing good work. And they should just refund the money, no?
The surprising thing is that the said Bright Mensah Bones was not a staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
But he had a diplomatic
he has
passport.
a diplomatic passport.
I mean, how do...
That is why when Okudjekto came, he recalled all diplomatic passports and reissued. Because look at people like this man having a diploma. And he's not a staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And he said he's a special aide to the late Rashid Bawa. That's what he said. Osebu Mensah Bones, whatever his name is. He says a special aid, whatever that means, we don't know. When he's not on paper or on book on record to that Rashid Bawa.
If you are a special aid to a high commissioner, does that not make you? Shouldn't you not be regularized?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That there's no record of him anywhere that he's a special aid. He identified himself as a special aid, but he's not.
Because so I can sit here and say I'm a special aid to the Archbishop.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And then I'm a special aid.
This logic, it works. It works, cry, because I mean, you have personal contact with him. He knows you by name and by face. Special aid, straight.
Anyway,
special aid, cry.
Please, Minister, take every money for us. We want every money.
I don't know if you
saw the story about put him in jail.
Go ahead, Ray.
Because it's a property he's buying. No?
Yes.
So I don't think there is money that must be refunded. Because
he's selling it.
He's selling it.
He's selling it.
Yes.
Yes, he's selling it to people.
He's selling it. So he has taken the $1.5 million as an initial deposit from the guys.
Cash.
So at this time,
1.5 million.
I don't think the money is there. At this time,
we don't care whether it is not there.
Unless the guy...
Everyone has to be picked. No, we have to take our monies. This thing has to stop where they say, oh, I don't have it, so jail me. No, we don't want you to come and populate our jail. Take the money and still go back.
Yes.
Liquidate everything. Your family stuff because it has to serve as deterrent, as I said earlier, so that beyond the line the rest will not want to do it. She'll finish me today. Anyways, let's go to the next story. She'll finish me. Anyway, let's go to the next story. Asante Hini.
What?
There's a Mensah
What
Palace.
did you just say?
Asante Hini.
Oh, Koku, why will you for do that?
Why?
Asante Hene.
Oh, please. I'm an ever. So
Asante Hene.
I'm an ever, so he has to smell in there. Say it. Wait, let me. Let's reverence.
Yes.
Asante Hene.
You see?
No, he had
you are alone.
He had to form. He had to form. Anyway, the Mensah Palace has announced that the 2 for the second, that Santihini will resume his mediation efforts to address the ongoing Boko crisis. According to a press release issued on April 15th, 2025, the mediation sessions will take place from the April 28th to May 1st, 2025 at the Mensah Palace in Kumasi. The Santihini has called on all stakeholders involved in the conflict to cooperate fully in the mediation process to achieve lasting peace in Boko area. His Majesty's leadership in conflict resolution has been widely recognized, and this initiative is seen as a critical step toward restoring harmony in the region.
Wow.
Rev.
Well, it's a very great initiative. It's something that we are all expecting over the years because we believe in the integrity, the expertise of the Santihini in resolving conflict like this. The Boko issue is a very critical issue that I think all stakeholders should come on board because it's becoming unbecoming. The loss of life, properties and other things that are happening over there. It's just something not to call for. I don't think a lot of people would love to go to that community because of the conflict that is taking place over there. So the step that the Asante Hini has taken, I think other chiefs should also come on board to help this, because it's, and I think we should, as I said, that we shouldn't politicize it. It should be something that the Asante Hini should take priority. He should just take charge, do all that within his power to make sure that there is absolute peace and reconciliation in that community. Yeah.
Like it or yes, there's an angle to it. Might seem interesting, but the Asante Hini, so if you are politicizing it, he is seen to come from the stronghold of the opposition.
Yeah.
And now the person in the government, the party in government is the one who also wants to follow suit what the former administration did. So what it means is that you who are on the other side cannot speak to the issue because, again, the man who sits there, because you cannot politicize it again. There's no NDC MPP thing in this. So I believe that that could bring some sanity in that space while we focus on the other strategies.
I believe so
on the other side.
I believe so too, because Asante Hini's diplomatic ability is not in question here at all. He's somebody who has been able to broker quite a number of peace deals, very difficult situations, and he's been able to circumvent them. So this one, I don't even know why we are waiting till April 28th, because stuff are happening there in the Buku area. I think yesterday the police issued an emergency wireless statement, saying that the police nobody should go into or out of Boko.
That's right.
Because the personnel and their families have been subjects of attack.
Yeah.
And, there's another place that he mentioned that even that place might be dangerous, so people should not go there. People should not come out of that place. And while we are waiting and we are looking for the ideal time, stuff are happening. So I think, well, today is what now?
16?
16, so
12 days away. I think it's a bit it's a bit far. Sorry if you ask me. I think this peace talks should be hastened, because the loss of life and property is getting a bit out of hand.
I see. We also pray that the people themselves will commit to the peace process. They have to commit to the peace process. That if you want peace, beyond that, we might not wait for Jesus again. We just have to leave you to the faith. So we are committed to. We are praying with you. We're praying for the Asante Hini as well. We're praying for the security. We're praying for you as well. But you yourself have to be committed.
No, Goku. I was speaking to an Italian 2 days ago, a white Italian.
Right.
And he had been in Ghana for 2 weeks. He had been on a visit, a tourist visit. And he was talking about how he's been to several African countries, and Ghana is the most peaceful and the safest place he's ever been.
That's right.
He said Ghana is safer than Italy, by far. And he mentioned some cities in Italy where there are a lot of stabbings and a lot of... He said he was in Ghana, out in Accra, walking at midnight, and he instead of the people having ideas to rob him, they're rather helping him asking him if he knows his way around.
That's right.
Tell him that, oh, they sell food here. And it was past midnight, you know. And he was commenting how Ghana is safe. And he mentioned a number of other African countries. This Boko conflict puts a dent in all of that.
That's right.
You know, it makes us, it really subtracts our marks.
Exactly.
When it comes to Ghana being seen as a generally peaceful place. So we really need to speed this thing up and clear it so that our image will not be too affected by some of these things. Because these things, they make it into the international news.
They do.
Yeah.
And you know, these Western media people, this is what they like.
That's right.
They will
doom and gloom.
Oh, yes. They will make Boko Ghana.
Yes.
Yes. They will turn Boko into
Boko
Ghana.
Africa.
But yes, it's like and they'll tell the whole world that, look, you see?
See what is happening in Africa.
And they'll bring money. We are going to support this. No, easy to take.
Exactly.
It has to go away, please.
Yeah, it has to. Anyway, let's go to the Western Central Regional Police Command, as they have arrested 2 suspects for preparing to commit robbery near Asankrigwa.
Asankrigwa.
That's what I said.
What did you say?
Asankrigwa.
Asankremini.
You are lucky I didn't say
Asankragua.
Asankragua. Come on, I told you that my language one would have to come through.
Asankragua.
Asankragua. Right. In the Western region, this is contained in the post on the Ghana Police Service's Facebook. The suspect identified as Mohammed Abdul Salam, 28.
Wait, the pictures, no.
Yes. Don't do that. I didn't want
these are the robbers.
Yes.
Oh, can I give you a background?
They eventually fell into
Is this how they dressed to the operation?
No, they went to a mining pit when they were pursued. They went to jump into a mining pit. That was where they were arrested. It's interesting, you know.
Don't do this. Rev, don't mind Pastor.
It's interesting, you know.
Rev, please.
Yeah. I think we have to really.
It sounds all right.
It reminds me of when we were running away from stores, weeding, scrubbing.
Yeah, it's like a school, yeah.
And they would chase us, and the only place is to lie flat in some bushy areas on the compound. You lie flat because when they get you that night, your life will never be the same.
And if they are termites in that,
it is better
the termites are better
than what they will do to you.
Those seniors are very.
Oh yes, we met some. But I mean, it's for me beyond. I mean, their outlook and all of that. It's again there were some guns that were shown, locally produced guns,
locally produced
in the hands of people, and so the Small Arms Commission, where Mr. Adams Bona sits, has to come out. We need a statement. We need a press conference. We need something from. We need to hear from you because some of us are very worried. But let me hear your thoughts.
I think we really need to commend the police that
who
really arrested those guys because to pursue them to wherever they were, even a mining pit, and they were able.
They rescued them from the mining pit, only to photograph them.
Yes. They did a really good work, you know. And I think the issue of armed robbery on our roads is becoming alarming sometimes, you know. And I think the issue of the ammunition is what is the main factor because you see most of these people having this gun, these small locally manufactured guns, and they go around threatening the peace of people in different communities. And I think there should be regulations because one, the way these things are all over is becoming unbecoming. So as you rightly said, we should have a statement from the committee, no, because it's just unfortunate that you have a lot of people having these locally manufactured guns in their custody, and it's really threatening.
Yes, sir.
Uncle,
Yes, sir.
I think this one goes to show the need for patrols. Why patrols are important.
Yes.
It was on patrols that they cited these guys and they had to run away.
Right.
So I think we need to equip our police service so that they can do effective patrols. Because for more than anything, patrols deter crime.
That's right.
You know, the lighting, patrols, and stuff like that really is better to prevent the crime than to try to fight the crime. And Koku, I've been sitting here patiently waiting for you to talk about the Subin case. You've not said anything about the Subin. You haven't heard.
Case?
Oh, the Subin Forest Reserve issue.
Oh, the army.
The military went to do the requisite.
I'm sorry.
If it was military brutality,
no, I'm sorry,
like you are saying it.
No, I'm sorry.
Please, go to the Subin case.
I actually, it's not here or now, but I was thinking that we could have gotten a story, but the video, because right. So the Ghana forces, and I mean the guy who even reported on the case, I thought did a good job.
Oh,
is he a journalist?
Oh, he is a journalist.
Oh, I see.
By the special grace of God.
Are you part of
we are not. I'm just saying that when the armed forces case came, he said we've beaten this.
It's true.
So
I
why
think it was
you
on
not?
my mind. I'm sorry. So a joint operation by the Western region Forestry Commission and the Ghana Armed Forces has dismantled a notorious illegal mining enclave known as
Abrewani crime.
Located across the Subri Forest Reserve. The dawn raid saw the task force torch several makeshift camps used by illegal miners, many of whom are believed to be foreign nationals. And there is prostitution going on. Look, Chese, you watch this video. When we come back, we'll talk about it.
Deep in the Subri River Forest Reserve in Ghana's western region lies a hidden community, a sprawling illegal mining settlement known as Abrewani. Home to more than 10,000 people, it has grown far beyond a makeshift village. This is no ordinary encampment. It's a full-blown enclave with its own shadow economy, one sustained by child.
So, I mean, this is a particular... So these structures are all makeshift structures. So the dawn raid saw that, look, this particular place is manned by, and these are where the foreign nationals are, and we'll talk about the foreign nationals very soon. There are Ghanaians there, Burkinabes there, everyone is there. There is also child trafficking. They saw minors who were said to be brought by women to come and do some other works only for them to find themselves. When we are talking of minors, they are under 18. And that is what happens with the people. After they go to do their work, they come and sleep with these children for pennies and all of that. And this was happening right here in Ghana. Where is the intelligence? There are a lot of questions. 10,000. So it's a community that has sprouted, lived so long. In the forest, in the Subri Forest River. And it's so disturbing that we had national security in this country, we had everything, IOCO, everything, CID, and we could not see that there was this thing happening. So anyways, didn't know. So the military guy is the one I think I want to hear from. So let's take a listen to him. He did a very good account. I mean,
within this community, we've seen incidents of child trafficking, child prostitution, drug abuse, money laundering, counterfeit, you name them. And we are getting nationals from all over the sub-region. It appears this community is a representation of ECOWAS. We have people from other neighboring West African countries, from the Sahelian regions, from Guinea, from Niger, from Burkina Faso, from Nigeria, from Mali, and all of them are here. And this is a rural community. Why are they here? You can tell that there is no place within the community that they are mining. They are mining in the Subri Forest Reserve. And the effect on the impact of the illegal mining on the forest is very devastating. So as you can see, we raided this community. We managed to get rid of the entire illegal hub that was probably constructed by these illegal miners as a hub. And in fact, what we've seen here is an ice. We managed to rescue some few foreign young Nigerians. One of them confided in us that her madam brought her the kind of work that she's expected her to do, she's not going to do. And clearly such a minor is being trafficked and involved in prostitution right here in this village.
Among those found were trafficked girls from Nigeria.
So there we have it. So we are thankful, first and foremost, to the Forestry Commission and also the Ghana Armed Forces for doing the needful. I mean, they raided. Oh, what a nice place. It does not have to come back again. You see, my challenge is that it levels to this ground and goes back again. My point is that they must move everyone from there. Everyone must move. How did never to go back? No, it's just like how, as I said, I'm using the Accra Mall today. There's a station that is just close by. There. It's sprouted, not sprouting. Sprouted is alive. They are doing business. That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
So the wood, the roofing sheets, how did they
it's from the forest. Remember, it's from the forest.
But they don't sell roofing sheets in the forest.
They are logs. There were logs. There were logs there.
The roofing sheets, and the gallons, and the fridges, and
they have lights.
Yes,
these guys,
and they have electricity.
They have electricity.
Yeah, of course.
How?
So these are the questions, though. Who brought the electricity there?
Over there.
Did they pay? Who did they pay to?
So the chief, the chief who owns this land, he wasn't aware. Is that what he's saying? He wasn't aware. The assembly member wasn't aware. The local police weren't aware. Oh, come on. guys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how far. But I don't know what you have to say, Rev. I mean, your thoughts.
I'm sad. Looking at the whole thing is very sad.
It is.
It's very, very sad because this thing happening right in Ghana.
Yeah.
Look at what he said. He said it looks like it's an echo. Hilarious. We have natives from all.
Yes, Guinea, Niger.
They are the ones even protecting our people now.
And it's very sad.
Yes, they're the ones protecting.
It's very sad. So,
Yeah,
I think we need to really commend the military for.
Oh yes.
I think
Oh yes. Allow them.
these are things that we are expecting.
exactly.
We are really expecting them to do it.
So the Ghana Armed Forces, we need more of you. You know, the other day I called that rather go and deal with the Galamsey.
Now you they do now.
Exactly. So thank you very
Oh,
much.
now welcome, please.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
Yeah, that is good one.
Thank
That
you
is a
very
good one.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Thank
a
you all.
Engineer. Let my house with over here, please,
Oh,
finally.
okay. Finally.
Yes.
I think this should not just be the only raid which we expect.
Exactly.
Yes.
See,
It's
So
going to be
let
for
me
2
just,
weeks,
this is just by the by. I think I was passing by East Legon,
Right.
Spinters, and I saw minors really involved in prostitution.
Minors.
I'm telling you, it's an eyesore.
all part of East Legon.
Just, the ANC
Oh, I see.
just pass there and you'll be amazed to see these minors, Spinters, just around the Echo Bank. You'll be amazed at these minors who are not nationals.
Oh.
And you can see that it is also something that is happening. So we shouldn't just leave it. We see the police go there and do it. But if the military can also come into some of this, because when you watch what I saw, in fact, you really feel
Our
very sad.
cameras must go there sometime. We have to go take some shots.
Yeah.
Sometimes and show.
So
Cover
we-
the face
the
of
military should
people so
also
that they can see what we're talking
get some of these things.
Absolutely. Reverend Saviour Demordzie is a clinical engineer with the Lekma Hospital, also an assistant pastor with Action Chapel International, Teshi. Pastor Addy is a forensic scientist with the Ghana Armed Forces, also with Next Gen Action Chapel International. I'm grateful that all of you can come. God bless you and bless you indeed. You have a wonderful week, and of course the Easter celebrations, glad tidings, whatever the death and the resurrection means, may it affect everything.
The Easter
that we've
Convention
done.
is starting today.
Yes, Easter coming up. So absolutely, we're going to be announcing it later. Well, we'll take a break at this point. When we come back, there's more. Tech and Trends is up. There's a conversation with music therapy. You want to stay with us?